स्टूडेंट्स, आज मैं पढ़ाने जा रहा हूँ आप लोगों को नेक्स्ट टॉपिक मोशन इन स्ट्रेट लाइन। मोशन इन स्ट्रेट line, that is also known as rectilinear motion. In this we will cover the topics which are introduction, velocity, distance and displacement, velocity and speed, acceleration, graphical representation, and function. And relative motion. All these topics we will cover in this lecture. Okay? फर्स्ट है इंट्रोडक्शन। मोशन वेयर जहां पर भी तो हम लोग से इंट्रोडक्शन मोशन जहां पर भी मूवमेंट होता है, जैसे किसी भी चीज में अगर मूवमेंट है, किसी भी डायरेक्शन में अगर मूवमेंट है तो उस वहां पर मोशन होता है। और मोशन का मतलब आप ये कह लीजिए कि जैसे कोई बॉडी स्टेशनरी कंडीशन में अगर नहीं है, अगर वो स्थिर अवस्था में नहीं है, तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है वो मोशन में है। अब मोशन बेसिकली इज द मूवमेंट ऑफ एनी बॉडी इन एनी डायरेक्शन विच इज नोन एज मोशन। एंड मोशन इन द यूनिवर्स इज a common name, motion, and मोशन हर जगह होता है। जैसे कि जब जो एयर हवा बह रही है, ये भी एक मोशन है। हमारा ब्लड सर्कुलेट कर रहा है, ये भी एक मोशन है। हम मूव कर रहे हैं, ये भी एक मोशन है। अर्थ रोटेट कर रही है, ये भी एक मोशन है। गैलेक्सी रोटेट कर रही है, ये भी एक मोशन है। तो यूनिवर्स के लिए बहुत ही कॉमन नेम है मोशन, और ये हर जगह एग्जिस्ट करता है। तो इंट्रोडक्शन में ये हो गया। और मोशन एक्चुअली में डिपेंड किस पे करता है? तो ये बेसिकली डिपेंड करता है, जैसे हमें क्या क्या चीजें मालूम होनी चाहिए एक मोशन को डिफाइन करने के लिए। तो इसको डिफाइन करने के लिए फर्स्ट हमें डिस्टेंस, डिस्प्लेसमेंट, वेलोसिटी, एक्सेलरेशन, these are we should know about the we should know about these terms, then we can define the any motion in physics. So introduction मतलब मेरा यही है कि एक तरीके से जानना कि मोशन एक्चुअली होता क्या है। मोशन प्रेजेंट्स इन एवरीवेयर, it is a common name, and such as earth rotation, air flow, galaxy rotation, everywhere motion exists, and we are very familiar with this terms motion. So second topic is distance and displacement. What is the distance and what is the displacement? वो दोनों चीजें ही अलग चीजें हैं। Distance is basically define the complete length covered by any object from the initial point, and displacement is the length which or either you can say length or you can say the position of any object from the initial. The position of any object from the initial. और आप ये भी कह सकते हैं कि the shortest distance from the initial point of any object final point. So मैं आपको इसमें डायग्राम से मैं समझाता हूँ इसे। एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि डिस्टेंस इज बेसिकली द कंप्लीट कवर्ड लेंथ by any object from initial. अब सबसे पहले कुछ चीजें आप लोग जान लीजिए। जैसे कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट कहा जाता है कि 8 मीटर्स, जैसे x मीटर मूव, x मीटर मूव्स। कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट x मीटर मूव किया, इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट जीरो मतलब ओरिजिन, दैट इज फ्रॉम zero. It initiates to travel and complete the distance x meter. That is x meter. अब now you don't know about the sign of any distance, because here I have written x meter, and if there is no mention of sign, then we will assume it is as a positive sign. So it means object moves in positive direction from origin. Positive direction from origin. If I will write here negative, then it means the object moves from origin in negative direction, negative x. This is the mean what I am saying. So distance, what is the distance? Distance is basically the total covered length by an object from the initial point. That is the distance, the complete length. Suppose if I will say that an object moves from initial point in plus x direction, then it moves in plus y direction, then it moves in negative x direction. What will the distance the object has covered? Then the speed will be the distance will be this distance plus this distance plus this distance, means x plus y plus minus x. This is the total covered length. This is the total covered length is known as distance. Okay? And now if I ask what is the displacement, so as I told you that the distance is basically the total covered length by an object from initial. That is the initial point, and that is the final point. That is the initial point, and that is the final point. And what is total covered length is this, this, and this. Then it will be the distance. And when the final position, if we calculate the value of final position and then it subtract from the initial, then we will find the value of displacement. Suppose this object is initiate from this point and stay in this point. And you can also say that the shortest distance from the final position is known as displacement. Suppose an object initiate from this position and stay in this position. Then what is the shortest distance? It not will be. The shortest distance, what here? The shortest distance will be this. Shortest distance from the final position will be this. This is the shortest distance. Or length. And what is the shortest distance? How can I define the shortest distance. Shortest distance is basically the straight line from final to initial. Suppose an object moves like this. This is the initial point, this is the final point. The shortest distance always will always define as the straight line from final to initial. That will be the shortest distance. This. That will be the shortest distance or length. That defines the displacement. How much an object displaced from the initial point. How much an object displaced from initial point. That is the displacement. How much? This is the initial point, this is the final point. How much? This much. This is. This length, this distance, this length is an object displaced. Okay? So displacement is basically the final position minus initial position. Or you can say the displacement is basically the shortest distance or shortest length from final position to initial position. That defines the displacement. Shortest distance. And distance, what is the distance? The total covered path by an object from initial to final. That is known as distance. Okay. Now next topic. Now next topic. This is done. Now next topic is velocity and speed. Velocity. What is the velocity? Velocity is a term which is a vector quantity, and speed is the scalar quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity and speed is a scalar quantity. What is the vector quantity and what is the scalar quantity? Vector quantity and scalar quantity. When we observe any one of these terms, like a velocity and speed, when we observe any of the terms like velocity and speed, then we will have to notice that two things. One is magnitude and second is direction. One is magnitude and second is direction. That will define the terms, the entity, the things are either scalar or either vector. These two terms will define the quantity is either vector quantity or scalar quantity. What is the magnitude? Magnitude is the numerical value magnitude is basically the numerical value, and direction is the position either you can say position or you can say the direction, basically the condition from the initial point. Position oblique, you can say in a general word, you can say the condition of an object, from the origin. Condition, you can say what is the condition? Condition, it may be positive from the origin, it may be negative from the origin. Suppose any object, this is the origin. If any object, this is the axis. If any object, this is the origin. If any object in this position, that will be positive. X1, suppose X1 position, that will be positive. It shows the positive direction. It depends on sign from origin. Positive sign represent the direction of any object from the origin, and negative sign represent the negative direction from the origin. Direction and magnitude. What is the difference between direction and magnitude? Magnitude is only the numerical value, and direction is the condition of any object from the origin. It may be positive or negative. So, velocity and speed. Velocity and speed. What is the velocity and speed? Velocity is the vector quantity and speed is the scalar quantity. Okay? If it is vector quantity means where both terms are defined, like magnitude and direction. Both terms are defined. Where the both terms are defined, both terms vector, magnitude plus direction. Where the both terms are defined, magnitude and direction, that is known as vector. And scalar, where only magnitude. And by an example, we can understand what is the vector and what is the scalar. Suppose we are given plus 2 25 meter per second. Here the 25 is the magnitude, that is numerical value, and this plus either it may be plus or negative, represent the direction from origin. This is the direction, this represents the direction, and this is the magnitude. Okay. Now, what is the velocity? Velocity is basically defined as the displacement upon time. Velocity is basically defined as a displacement upon time, and distance is defined as a total covered path and time. What is the mean of this and this? Displacement. If I write a displacement one time, that not explained completely the terms velocity. Actually, displacement upon time. This means is that displacement means what is the shortest distance from the origin of any final position upon the time is taken to reach at this condition. Okay. Displacement, this terms is defined as shortest length from origin of final position upon time taken to reach at this from origin. This terms is defined as this: the shortest length from the origin of any final position upon the time taken to reach at the position from origin. Means, if any object, this is the shortest distance, shortest length, and what is the time taken by an object to reach this condition, reach this final condition, initial and final. What is the time? It will be the time taken by an object to reach in final condition. This is the time. This time, the shortest path time, it is not defined the shortest path time. It is defined the total covered path, by how much time it takes. That is known as time interval. Okay? That defines the velocity. Likewise, the total covered path upon time interval. Time interval is the same. in both condition, time interval is the same in both conditions. Time interval, both conditions are same. If here I have to define the speed, then we will first find out the value of time interval, how much time it takes to cover this complete length. Okay? First we will define time interval and then we will define total covered path. Means this is the length. We will find out, then we will get the speed. Speed basically the total covered path from the origin and upon time interval. Time interval, that is time taken by an object to reach at the final position from the origin. Okay. Now third topic is acceleration. What is the acceleration? Acceleration is basically when depends on velocity. Acceleration depends on velocity. I'm not here telling that velocity is dependent on speed. Okay. Speed is basically have only the magnitude, not direction. Means it randomly any path it can be covered. Randomly any path. And velocity is basically depends on the direction and magnitude both. So what is the acceleration? Acceleration depends on the velocity and defined as the velocity, because here both terms exist. Here only the magnitude exists. Okay? Velocity has both terms, magnitude and direction. So that's why the acceleration defined by the velocity. What is the acceleration? Rate of change of velocity in a time interval. In a particular time interval. Means acceleration is defined the rate of change in velocity upon time interval. Rate of change in velocity upon in a time interval. It is defined as rate of change of velocity. Means when we calculate it's not rate, it's change in velocity. First we have to know about these terms. Change in velocity and in a time interval. So when we will define this terms, change in velocity upon time interval. Change in velocity, what it's mean? What is mean that change in velocity? Change always measured from the initial point. In what direction it is and how much distance away from initial point, and what time it takes to reach at this final condition. change in velocity means suppose an object initiate from this v1 velocity and it reach at v2. At this time its position is 0 and its position is x1 in terms of meter, and in terms of time at this point time is 0 and this time is t1. These three terms will define the actual value of this term. What is the condition? What is the initial condition? That is origin point. Origin point is always denoted as 0, and at this time, at this position, what is the time? Time initiate. That means time is 0, and the velocity it initiate from v1 velocity. Okay. v1. It is also 0 if it initiate from origin, then it will be 0. v1 is also 0. v2 velocity at which position? x1. And what time? t is equal to t1. At this position and at this distance, and then you can say at this distance x1 from the origin, the object have the value of velocity v2, and at that position the time taken by an object to reach this condition, reach this position, is time is t1. So if the distance covered by an object in positive direction, it will shown here in positive, and it will be in negative direction, it will be shown in here negative. Both terms is required here to define. Both terms is required to define. Both terms is direction and magnitude. In what direction any object move from the origin and how much it moves. So if at the origin everything is 0, it initiate. If you say that positive x direction at the position x1, it reaches the velocity v1. You can say v2, and at the time t1. So v2, how I can define the velocity v2. v2 is direction plus magnitude. डायरेक्शन क्या है? प्लस. मैग्नीट्यूड क्या है? v2 is magnitude. That is the velocity of any object from the origin. That is the velocity. Now the change in velocity always measured as final position minus initial position. Always keep in your mind that change always measures as final position, final minus initial. Okay, final minus initial. What is the final value? Plus V2. Please mention here, please keep in your mind always that when we will define the velocity, we will have to define the sign and magnitude both. The final value of velocity is at x1 point is v2 plus v2, and initial point, what is the value of velocity, is 0 minus 0. What is the velocity? v2. The change in velocity is v2. That is v2. And the time taken by the object to reach at this position x1, it takes time taken. Final time minus initial time. That is v2 upon t1. That is known as velocity. That is known as acceleration. Okay, acceleration. Acceleration is also vector quantity. So these things you should always keep in your mind. Okay. Next topic is graphical representation and function. Graphical representation is everything what you have to measure in a physics in terms of anything. What you have to measure in what term you want to measure. Then you can represent graphically also, and also in a function form. Let's suppose y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. This is the function. And now if we have to define any function, you can represent anything in physics which you want to observe. You can represent that in a function form, and by this function you can represent it graphically. Suppose this term is this is a function and you should represent it graphically. Then what will you do? Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. X square, which is the right hand side, that is the independent variable. Variable means which varies from point to point. Variable means variable terms is defined as which varies all the time from the point to point. Variable. Then in a function, that is the function. f that is a function. You can say fx, fy, any fx, which is known as fx, function of x. X terms is used here. So that's fx. You can, in short, fx you can represent it. Y is equal to fx. This is the function. If you have to represent in graphical graph, so you should think something know about this. Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. Right hand side is independent variable, means it is independent variable. You can put any value of x in this. That's why it is independent variable. And left hand side, y is dependent variable. Okay, this is dependent variable. You can put any value of x, and by that value you can find out the value of y. It means y is depends on the value of x. That's why x, this side is dependent, x is independent variable, and y is a dependent variable. Okay. And if you put x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, distance, then you can draw a graph. At x equal to 0, it is 1. This is x, this is y. X is equal to 0, y is equal to, when we will put 0 here, we will get plus 1. We will put 1, then we will find out the value of y, 1, 2 and 1. It is 4, plus 4. Now if we will put -1, 1, -2, plus 1 is 0. -2, -4, -4, plus 1. 4 minus 4 plus 1. Its value of plus 1. So graph, how we will draw a graph. When 0, it will this. When this, it will this. So it will be in y-axis. This. Suppose x cube. If here we use x cube, then you can easily find out the graph. When we will put 0, 0, 0, this is 0. 1, 2, 1, 4, 1. X की value 1, this type of graph we will get. -1, what is the value of y? Just denote here and collect all the points, coordinates, and draw a line, just meet all the points. We will get the graphical representation of any function. Okay, this is type of, and function may be this type. Velocity in terms of distance means v is equal to x square plus 2x plus x plus x cube. This is also defined as this. V is equal to, velocity is equal to distance square plus 2 distance plus distance cube. if we will draw this graph, we will find out the value of velocity graph with terms of distance. We will find out. Okay, that is the graphical representation. And what is the relative motion? Relative motion means everything is in the universe observe relatively. Everything means if you observe any position which is also relative, if we observe velocity which is also relative, if we will observe time which is also relative, everything is in relative. So if we have to define relative motion, it is the value, it is the motion, it is the motion which observe from different observer. Value, it is value of motion which is observed from different observer is known as relative motion. जब हम किसी पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट का मोशन डिफाइन करते हैं डिफरेंट ऑब्जर्वर से, दैट इज नोन एज रिलेटिव मोशन. रिलेटिव मोशन मीन्स किसी ऑब्जर्वर से हमें डिफरेंट उसके मोशन ऑब्जर्व हो, किसी अनदर ऑब्जर्वर से उसकी डिफरेंट मोशन हमें फाइंड आउट होगी. इसी कहते हैं रिलेटिव मोशन. ओके, ये सारे टॉपिक्स का मैंने एक तरीके से एक बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने बताया है कि ओवरव्यू एक तरीके से बताया है. तो जब हमारी क्लासेस शुरू होगी गूगल मीट पे, तो मैं आपको लिंक शेयर करूंगा ग्रुप में, और चीज़ें आप वहाँ से ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. और तब मैं सारी चीज़ें न्यूमेरिकल्स वगैरह सारी चीज़ें मैं कवर करूँगा. और अभी के लिए इतना ही. थैंक यू.